you begged to come on here.
To be honest, I really wanted to come here and beat your ass.
But you're not.
Hold on. What's up? What's up?
Wait, is this? I know it's you. Let me holler at you.
Adam, you have conflict interest with people. You study saying that somebody come right here and get hurt at your, that shit don't fall on you.
Interviewing rappers can get real wild, especially when the interviewer crosses the line and asks something that rubs an artist the wrong way.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my bro. That's a,
Hey, stop playing before I smack.
Do it.
Hey, no.
From guests flipping out.
What you want me to do?
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing, big man.
To pulling out guns.
It's a lot.
Come on, J-Man.
Bro.
Folk. Come on, G. Come on, folk. Now that's too far, J-Man. We gonna start with this too far, J-Man, folk. What the? That's too far, folk.
These are some crazy moments where interviewers learned the hard way what happens when you ask rappers the wrong questions.
Y'all gonna kiss it out? Or like, what's good?
Shut your I right now.
That's cap.
Whoa.
Back up.
What you gonna do about it?
Whoa.
Starting off with Soulja Boy. During a 2019 interview on Everyday Struggle, DJ Akademiks got under Soulja's skin when he told Soulja he needed to ditch his Gucci headband because he wore it too often.
I look better than them. I probably they like me. I'm a pretty. I look good. I'm sexy. It is what it is.
You gotta get rid of that Gucci headband, though, man. Like,
no, you know what this is a worse now, cause y'all keep clowning me. I'm gonna wear it even more, so y'all can keep talking.
Soulja responded by pulling out stacks of cash to shut him up, clearly irritated by the implication that he was broke.
I can go back.
Oh, is that Drake? Oh, hold up.
For the rack shadow.
Oh,
I can go buy, you know what I'm saying, 30 of these headbands, bro.
Things escalated quickly from there. Soulja started going off on everyone in the studio, making it clear he felt disrespected.
She trying to play me like I was broke. She was like, y'all think Soulja Boy got money in the bank and y'all think, yo, are you crazy?
He warned DJ Akademiks and the rest that they better put some respect on his name and even threatened to slap them.
Nah, y'all gotta face it and y'all gotta respect me, bro, or I'm slapping, bro.
Soulja felt Akademiks was downplaying his accomplishments and focusing only on the negatives, and even roasted Akademiks, calling him a hater.
You a hater.
That's not hater.
You try to pull up the behind it. Nah, everybody know Drake stole my flow, bro, and that's the end of it.
And that wasn't the only time a rapper went off on DJ Akademiks. Back at the 2017 BET Awards, Migos were doing a red carpet interview with Akademiks, Navendra Alexis, and Joe Budden. Akademiks brought up Takeoff being left off the track Bad and Bougie, which Takeoff didn't appreciate.
Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Sensing the bad vibe, Akademiks tried to smooth things over, but Joe Budden had other ideas. He cut off Takeoff and Akademiks, saying they needed to wrap it up.
About the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
All right, we gotta wrap this up though.
Quavo, sensing the disrespect, told Joe to go ahead and wrap it up, which led to Joe dropping the mic and walking out.
Close it.
Hey, listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long, I'm glad they succeeded, man.
That's when things really popped off. Migos, not ones to take disrespect lightly, all stood up, ready to handle it right there on the red carpet.
Have a good show.
What are you trying to do?
Hold on. Wait. No, wait.
Next up is FBG Butta. During an interview with FYBJ Maine, things took a sharp turn midway through when J Mane brought up the topic of snitching. Butta started to get visibly frustrated when J Mane pulled out a mousetrap to troll him.
Another thing for yo rap.
Boy, what? Come on, folks, stop playing with me, folks.
This a mousetrap.
Man, I don't know nothing about that.
But J Mane kept pushing, bringing up Lil J, one of Butter's rivals. You could see Butter's patience wearing thin.
I'm saying
He's trying to stop my money. I'm not finna keep talking about this what this fact is like. It's like I'm arguing with my boyfriend and I ain't no man, folks. Alright. On 2th grade, so it's like, I keep going back and forth with Lil J.
Then, J Mane took it even further by placing a big block of cheese on the table, referencing the accusations that Butter snitched. This was the last straw for Butter. He pulled out his strap and cocked it, making it clear he wasn't here for the trolling.
It's a lot.
Come on, J Mane.
Bro.
Folk. Come on, G. Come on, folk. Now that's too far, J Mane. We gonna start with this too far, J Mane, folk. What the? That's too far, folk.
Next up is Kanye West. During an interview with Piers Morgan, Kanye was discussing his fallout with Adidas and the broader attempts to cancel him, but Piers kept interrupting him, treating him dismissively.
Go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's
contract. Why would any of that?
Why would any of that? Why would any of that? Bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you'll say.
Eventually, Kanye got fed up and walked out of the interview, showing he wasn't going to tolerate that kind of disrespect.
Then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
But Kanye's walkouts didn't stop there. A few weeks later, he appeared on Tim Pool's show. During the interview, Kanye wanted to talk about the unfair treatment he felt he received from certain people, but Tim hesitated to get specific, fearing backlash.
Because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press, and financially I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm.
Kanye pressed him, asking, "Who are they?" and wanting Tim to name the people he felt were against him.
I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though?
When Tim refused to be direct, Kanye walked out, frustrated that the host was dodging the issue to avoid getting canceled.
I mean, it's not.
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about, are you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
Next up is EBE Bandz, a white drill rapper from Chicago, who didn't appreciate it when DJ Vlad compared him to Slim Jesus, another white drill rapper who was gaining viral fame at the time.
Your music video,
right,
on Vlad TV, right? And you know, I purposely titled it what I titled it because I wanted it to get a lot of attention.
Feeling disrespected and wanting to prove he was about that drill life, unlike Slim Jesus, Bandz flashed his gun at Vlad to make his point clear.
I ain't no next nothing. I've been out before him. Honestly. Months, years before him. In all honesty, I ain't blow up because my look real and authentic. My CO2 gun, boy, nah, man, nah. Nah.
Similarly, the Island Boys had a tense moment on the Danza Project podcast. Just before coming on the show, they had gone viral for kissing each other, and YouTuber LaMike, who was also on the show, asked them if they were going to kiss it out since they were arguing. This question set them off.
That's New Orleans lingo for like, I'm roasting.
I know what Jostin is. Hey, but first of all, I kicked you and you didn't. Hey, you finally not musty too.
Things calmed down briefly, but then one of the Island Boys talked about not caring what haters and people online said about him. Danza then asked, if they didn't care, why did they get mad when someone brought up the kissing topic?
But you say what they gotta say. Yeah. That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 because we got both of y'all here too. Yeah.
That question nearly led to a physical altercation, with the Island Boys threatening to tear up all the podcast equipment if the topic was brought up again.
So what's going on with you two kissing each other and
Bro, shut your ass. Break this.
Hey, yo, that I would love to see you try.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I would love to see you try that.
Next up is Babalos. He started gaining some attention after teaming up with the Island Boys in 2020. He even earned the nickname the Fourth Island Boy from Dance. But then a situation went south when her rich Kevin tried to get Lost to talk about the viral video of the Island Boys kissing. This upset Lost to the point where he flashed out on the interviewer.
Did you see the Island Boys kiss?
Bruh, stop mentioning them dudes for real, bruh. Like,
no, I'm just saying though, like,
did you see them do something?
Facing backlash from the incident, Lost posted a video trying to clear his name. He explained that he lost his cool because the interviewer wouldn't stop bringing up the Island Boys. It was a good thing the interviewer finally backed off because things could have escalated even more if he had kept pushing. Now, let's shift gears to 16 Shotem, who, although not a rapper, is well known in the rap scene for interviewing many artists. One day, 16 was on No Jumper, getting interviewed by Flakko, a member of the No Jumper team. During their chat, 16 pointed out that it seemed like Flakko was playing both sides since he was cool with one of 16's rivals, but was also trying to be friendly with him.
Like you with me, then you on some police too.
How is that our fault, though? Because you said, right?
What you mean, how's your fault? You standing behind you calling me a clout chaser and you standing behind this showing you
No, right?
I don't want you to be on my side.
Flakko, trying to provoke 16, called him Kivo, referring to Batman Kivo, whom 16 has beef with. 16 warned Flakko to stop messing around before things got physical, and that's when things went wild.
Shut up! I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my bro. That's a
Hey, stop
bro.
playing before I smack out you.
Do it.
Hey, no.
They ended up spitting on each other, and if security hadn't been there, the situation could have turned into a full-blown fight. Thankfully, they managed to keep it from getting any worse. Moving on to a big name in the industry, Snoop Dogg had his own heated moment back in 2011. He was in Norway for an Adidas promo and arrived late to an interview. The reporter directly asked Snoop why he was late, to which Snoop replied that the reporter should be happy he showed up at all.
I was late here. And
Man, shut come on, man.
no, we just saw you on Twitter from the border.
About 5 hours late. I'm here.
Snoop then kicked the interviewer out of the room, saying he wasn't asking any real questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up, let's talk about ESTG. He was doing an interview with Bootleg Kev and got irritated when Kev focused more on his football career than his music. Kev mentioned seeing a picture of G in football gear and asked for more details. G responded by asking how Kev saw the picture, but didn't read an article about it.
I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know. How you see the picture, you ain't read the article.
Kev kept talking about football, ignoring the fact that G came to discuss his music.
What do that got to do with music?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like, I'm a huge football fan and I find it fascinating.
You could see G getting more and more annoyed until he eventually stopped talking, then got up and walked out of the interview. He was clearly frustrated with Kev for not staying on topic. Now, on to upcoming Atlanta rapper Baby Kia. He was in an interview with Lil Pistol, known for his roasting and joking style. During the interview, Pistol went too far, asking BK a weird and suspicious question. BK immediately checked Pistol, letting him know he didn't play like that.
A female ever tried to eat your before?
Hey, man. Where the hell you from?
Memphis.
I don't know. I don't play that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. Man,
Pistol's mood shifted, and he toned down the jokes, realizing BK was serious and didn't want the interview to go south. Then there's Petey Wheatstraw. His interview started off cool, but things took a turn when the interviewer picked on Petey for not knowing the exact age he moved to his current state.
Moved up here to 205 Birmingham, Alabama when I was about, 3, 6, 9 years old.
When you was about 3, 6, 9 years old.
Yep.
Seconds later, the interviewer's phone rang, and Petey fired back, saying it was disrespectful and messing up the interview.
They can be edited out, calm down. But like I said, they can be edited out, man. Calm down. Hello?
Things got tense as the interviewer continued to talk on the phone for half of the interview, ignoring Petey.
My bad, Straw.
Petey was clearly stressed, but the interviewer eventually apologized. Petey let it slide, but tension remained.
Say what?
I said that would be respectful. I don't get no.
What I'm saying is, Back to the interview, man. Back to the interview. I apologize.
The interviewer asked another question, but when Petey didn't answer, he made a smart comment saying that wasn't what he asked. This pissed Petey off, and he warned the interviewer he'd tear everything up if the disrespect continued.
I'm saying you can piss me off with the goddamn conversation, bro. You ain't do that to nobody else. I seen the other that you done did, bro. You ain't do that.
Fam, first off, we edit videos, so like that happen.
I don't give a
saying.
For me, let's get that right, bro.
Okay then.
On everything, bro. Don't even come at me like that. For real. You gonna make me spend.
So I'm gonna do you a favor until you get the house.
What you mean get the out your house, bro?
Fuck out my house. How about that?
Man, I tear everything up, bro.
You tear it up. Tear it up then.
The situation could have gotten worse if the interviewer hadn't been strapped, as Petey was clearly ready to throw down. Next up is Lil House Phone, because his meltdown on Adam 22 during a No Jumper interview back in 2023 was one for the books. Lil House Phone had been one of the original hosts of No Jumper, right there with Adam since the beginning. But things went sour between them when Adam did a podcast with a trans woman named Gracie Jane. During the episode, she claimed she hooked up with House Phone, and even though Adam tried editing that part out, people quickly figured out who she was talking about, and the situation blew up. Naturally, House Phone felt like Adam exposed him for no reason, and it really messed up both his reputation and his personal life. House confronted Adam live on stream, letting him know how betrayed and hurt he felt.
You sold me down the river for 40,000 views, 50,000 views, bro.
You really think that? Like
Bro, you actually permanently altered my life. Do you understand that?
His family was calling him, worried about him, especially since his mom had just passed. It was a sensitive time for him, and to make matters worse, Adam had already tried to apologize on air, but House felt like it wasn't genuine at all.
To call me because my other family members was worried that I was gonna commit suicide. You're bro. Then let's move forward to that apology you gave when you're on the news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom. He's been going through the hell. You're talking about the person that raised me, my best friend that died. Oh, he's been going through the mom.
Things escalated when Adam reminded him that he'd even paid for House's mom's funeral. That's when House completely lost it. He was already frustrated with how Adam had been disrespecting him, and this was the breaking point.
Are you actually acting like I have some kind of disrespect for your mom when I
paid for the funeral as soon as it happened just because?
And believe it or not, that wasn't the first time House Phone had to check Adam for crossing the line. A few months before that blow-up, Adam had cracked a joke about House Phone's mom being beaten by his dad, calling her a B. It's no surprise that after all of this, House decided he was done with No Jumper. He, along with a few other folks from the team, left to work on his own podcast platform, Biggest Bro Entertainment. Staying on No Jumper just wasn't an option anymore after all that drama, and it would have only made their relationship worse. But things didn't exactly calm down once he started Biggest Bro Entertainment. During an episode with Blasi and Yuri, House almost went off on Potlord, one of the other hosts, for constantly interrupting him. They were debating sneakers, with Potlord making the ridiculous claim that DC shoes were bigger competition for Nike than Adidas. House tried to correct him, pointing out that Adidas is easily one of the top 3 sneaker brands in the world, but Potlord just kept cutting him off.
Okay, so like I don't. When you make like when you say stuff like that, like you have to. No. But just let me say what I'm saying. No. I'm not even, bro. Okay. You're not even letting me say what I'm saying.
The tension grew, and it hit a boiling point when House brought up Pot's drinking problem. Pot shut him down, and House snapped, clearly tired of being interrupted and disrespected.
You're not broke though, you drunk. You a drunk. That's what you are. Beat your.
Be my. House Phone isn't the only rapper who's gone off on an interviewer, though. Skinny from the 9 also had his moment during an interview with Craft Culture, and it didn't take long for things to get weird. Right off the bat, the interviewer started trolling Skinny by pulling out a block of cheese, a not-so-subtle reference to the snitching rumors that have followed Skinny for years.
There you go.
What's this?
That's for you. You know, just in case you get hungry throughout the interview, that's for you.
Cheese?
Skinny was clearly annoyed, But things really took a turn when the interviewer brought up a random stat about women's satisfaction rates in bed. The vibe was all over the place, but the interviewer tried to pivot back to real questions until he asked Skinny about his facial paralysis.
That the number one factor of which oftentimes leaves them dissatisfied in the bedroom is due to a lack of rhythm and consistency of motion from their male partners. So I thought of this, ready?
Skinny had revealed back in 2022 that he had Bell's palsy, which caused paralysis on the left side of his face. It was a serious moment for him, but then the interviewer made a disrespectful joke about it being the reason Skinny's music had been trash for the last few years. That was the last straw for Skinny, and he crashed out, finally letting all the pent-up frustration out on the interviewer.
So that explains why your music sounds like
Boy, keep playing with me, man. I'm this disabled guy. I will still smack out of you.
Next up, we've got the time when young Vlad went mega viral after his heated confrontation with interviewer Koko show hit the internet. He was a guest on the Trapland podcast, sitting down with Koko, someone he used to be cool with until they had a recent falling out. Everything started off somewhat normal, but things went south halfway through the interview when Koko started going off on young Vlad, accusing him of being just another clout-chasing rapper. He claimed Vlad wasn't really about that street life and was basically fake.
Trying to act tough for the internet, so you pulled up to a crib that I'm not even at. To spank you. Exactly where his ain't no street. Been not from the hood.
To make things worse, Koko said he let their beef slide because if they actually threw hands, someone was getting bodied.
And the only reason why I let you rock and we left it alone, you know why? Yes, on my soul. The only reason why I left you alone and left you rock, you know why? Because if me and you go at it, somebody gonna die. On my soul.
Of course, young Vlad wasn't having any of that. He clapped back, knowing full well that Koko wasn't really about that action either. But Koko kept pushing, saying nobody's ever shut him up for all the smack he's talked. That was the breaking point for Vlad. Instead of more back and forth words, he took it straight to Koko with an uppercut, fed up with him running his mouth. The whole incident went viral not long after.
So leave it alone. Yes, sir, on my soul. Hey, yo, listen, y'all. I've been doing for 4 years, y'all. I've been talking to everybody who has ever put a hand.
Later, Vlad hopped on IG Live with his homie Relly to break down what went down between him and Koko. Vlad explained that Koko had actually offered him $100 to disrespect him on camera during the interview, which he was cool with at first. But when Koko started bringing up his people and throwing death threats into the mix, that was when Vlad decided to handle it differently. It's clear some lines shouldn't be crossed, and Koko found out the hard way. But Vlad isn't the only one who had to deal with a disrespectful interviewer. Things got messy when GBO and Southside were guests on Open Thoughts with Funny Marco. The interview started out chill, with Southside and Marco having a good back and forth. But once GBO jumped in, it was like they both decided to take over the whole show. From that point on, the vibe shifted, and they started disrespecting Marco left and right. They were basically treating him like a nobody, or even worse, making fun of him like he was homeless or something. You could tell Marco was not feeling the energy, but he stayed professional throughout.
Hey man,
you the referee. Stupid.
Referees do be tripping.
That hat from, bro. It's what I want to know.
Oh, I got this from Target.
Nowhere, found it.
Target?
Let me see this stupid phone, dude. It don't matter if they was a...
I'll count it.
You finna get his money.
Count what I gave him, bro.
Let me count it.
Dude, shut
All right, bet.
We got you, bro. Don't trip. You dressed, I thought you was like homeless.
Eventually, GBO and Southside wrapped things up, but they didn't leave without throwing a few more jabs at the studio. Then, after the interview, a clip surfaced online that didn't make it into the final cut. In it, Southside was seen throwing Marco's $30,000 Rolex and breaking it.
You got no face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Hey, shut up, dude. All right, let's get it. I'm giving you more respect than you deserve. So it's like, I'm coming.
Fans had mixed reactions. Some thought it was fair game, saying Funny Marco used to prank and clown people all the time back in his early days, so it was just karma. One Facebook commenter even said, "I feel like the episode was cool. They were just matching his vibe." But Marco quickly cleared things up, responding, "Nah, they broke my $30,000 watch and called me a B. I don't talk to people like that." It was clear Marco wasn't down with the way things went, and a lot of fans were on his side, saying disrespecting him like that wasn't cool at all. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Next, we've got Mayo, an older OG who got into it with a YouTuber named Buba during an interview. Buba thought it would be funny to joke around with Mayo, acting like he could beat him up and take his chain. Mayo wasn't having it from the jump, and he let Buba know that he wasn't in the mood for any nonsense. Still, Buba kicked off the interview by talking reckless, saying his goal was to snatch some chains.
Over here, like,
right now, don't say nothing crazy though.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I came over here, like, my objective over here today was to, you know what I'm saying, snatch some chains. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you should try that.
As Buba kept trolling, Mayo's patience wore thinner and thinner. At one point, Mayo even asked Buba if he wanted his moment, basically warning him to chill out before things got real.
So why they keep looking at me like that? Like, they're making me feel a type of way.
You want your moment, right?
Huh?
You want your moment, right?
Wait, what you mean?
You gonna get it.
Nah.
Guarantee you gonna
no,
get it.
not like that. I'm just saying, like,
I guarantee you gonna get it. On everything I love, you gonna get your moment.
Buba, of course, didn't take the hint and kept pushing, asking wild questions and trying to be funny. You could tell Mayo was over it, but things finally snapped when Buba asked Mayo how badly he'd beat him up. That's when Mayo flipped the switch and made it clear that he wasn't playing around.